Does anyone know what the 10th commandment is? The 10th commandment of the 10 commandments. Does anyone know what the 10th commandment is? Anyone? Maybe we need to review the 10 commandments. Yeah, there we go. Do not covet. There we go. Thank you very much. Do not covet. Now, the Hebrew word for covet means to have a strong, ungoverned desire for something that belongs to someone else. It is to see someone and think to yourself, if I had what they had, then I would be happy. If I had that spouse or that job or that body or those kids or whatever it is, if I had what they had, then I would be happy. And no one has to teach us how to covet. We covet by nature. We're all born experts at coveting. I heard one dad say, if you want to make your little girl happy, give her 1 scoop of ice cream. If you want to make her sad, give her brother 2 scoops of ice cream. And I thought, that sounds exactly right. Just by nature, we covet. We focus on what other people have. We are hardwired to covet. Now, envy is different than coveting. They're similar, but they are different. Envy is a darker form of coveting. Coveting says, I want what you have. Envy says, I want what you have, and I'm mad at you for having it. And all throughout the book of Genesis, you see the fruit of envy. With Cain and Abel, we see that Cain envied Abel, so he killed him. Genesis chapter 4. Sarah envied Hagar, so they had to separate. Genesis chapter 16. The Philistines envied Isaac, so they had to separate. Genesis 26. Rachel envied Leah because Leah could have children, and so that created incredible dysfunction in the family. Leah envied Rachel because Jacob loved Rachel. Laban's sons envied Jacob, so they had to separate. And then lastly, Joseph's brothers envied Joseph, and that's why they sold him as a slave into Egypt. It's because of their envy. Genesis 37. John Stott says, the moment you envy someone, you stop seeing them as a brother and start seeing them as a threat. This is why envy cannot celebrate. It can only compare, and comparison kills love. The silent killer behind many broken relationships is envy. And who says to another person, I envy you, and that's why I'm mad at you? You don't say that, and so we have to justify our envy, and eventually that leads to all kinds of broken relationships. And so the question that Joseph is trying to answer in Genesis 43 is the question, are these same envious men who sold me as a slave 22 years ago, are they still the same envious men? Are they still filled and dominated by their envy? And what we're going to learn in the story, in this chapter, is that by the grace of God, Joseph's brothers have changed. They're not perfect men, but they're no longer dominated by envy.